What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog, and today I want to talk to you guys about my BMW i8. I've had the car already for 2 months now, so I kind of want to elaborate things that I like about the car, things that I don't like so much, and just my overall thought of driving the car every single day. So let's get on with the vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Get into the bag, it ain't no stress. Yeah, I'm cashing out, I think they upset.
Okay, so the first thing I want to mention about the car is the obvious reason why I bought it in the first place, and that is the overall design and silhouette of the car. Everywhere you look at it, it screams futuristic to me. And honestly, I love the details popping out. The blue, the pearl white, and the black all match together really well. And I just love this car's outside look from the jump. The first impression, the first time you look at it, it just screams futuristic and it looks absolutely awesome. Now moving on to the back of the car, one of the main things that I like about this car is how cool these holes look right here. Now guys, I am not a huge car enthusiast. I don't focus on aerodynamics and horsepower and all that, but I have heard these holes right here reduce drag and increase the aerodynamics of the car. But the main reason why I like it is just of how cool it looks, how nice it makes the car look, and the fact that it is the first impression I get when I look at the car. The first thing I look at is these two holes in the back, just because they look absolutely amazing. Guys, so one thing I like about the car that many people don't is the trunk space. Now I understand that it is not a huge trunk space, but considering that this is a sports car, I wasn't really focused on the space in the trunk. I'm usually the only one in the car, so I really don't need that much space, and this space right here fits anything and everything that I need, including my school bag, my gym bag, and any other small groceries that I need to pick up. Plus, I can fit some things right here whenever I'm not driving too far and the things are not too heavy. I would recommend putting some small things here if you actually do need the space for an emergency. I wouldn't recommend putting anything here just because this is very soft and you can break it. But yeah guys, personally I do like this trunk space, even though a lot of people don't. Okay guys, so another thing that I have to say that I love about this car is those sister doors, or butterfly doors, whatever you guys want to call it. It gives the car an absolutely awesome look every time you open those doors. Every time you show up anywhere and the doors open up, it automatically just drives attention. It gets the car to a whole nother level, to a whole nother look, and it just makes the car look that much better. Alright guys, so now we're moving on to the interior. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that this car actually does bring back seats. And if you guys can see right here, even though it is not a huge space, you could definitely fit someone back there. I would only suggest fitting someone on the right side of the car so you can bring this seat forward. But honestly, doesn't look very comfortable, but it is nice that it does bring back seats just in case you need it for an emergency. It brings it on this side, and it also has it on this side. You could definitely fit someone small back here, and it would come in clutch every time you need to fit in friends or anyone else or little kids. Now another thing that I have to talk about the car is the leather seating, how awesome this looks. Now by the first impression you would think this is a black, but it is not. It is a dark brown. I promise, once you look at it in person, it is a dark brown. It looks really nice. I like the details, this part right here, this part, the leather, the blue stitching, it all looks really nice. It all makes the interior pop out. Now another thing that I have to mention about the interior is the difference that BMW has made with the design of the interior. If you guys take a look at any of the 3 to 6 BMW series, even the M4s to M6, the interiors basically all look the same. This is the only, in my opinion, the only BMW that has a different looking and different design interior, and it actually is really nice and really unique. So now that the car is on, let me show you guys one of my favorite things about this car. If you press this button right here, which says eDrive, it's gonna activate the eDrive option of the car. So it's gonna put the car in full electric, no gas. And I never use this form of eDrive just because, even though it is the most fuel efficient, I never use it just because it brings power down from the car. Now that I turned it off and went back to 100%. Now the reason why I like this is because this car has completely 4 different personalities. It has complete eDrive, it has Eco Pro, it has Comfort, and it has Sport, which I will put in a second. But it is just awesome. At whatever feeling you have that day, you can change the car to activate whichever power you want the car to have. Now let's actually put this car in sport mode so you guys can feel the difference of the car when it is actually put in sports mode. So the way to do that is to simply put the car in drive, and you're gonna shift this paddle to the left. On the old BMW that I had, it has a option right here would say sport, and you would just press this, but on this one you have to shift the paddle to the left. So you guys will see right here what happens when it's actually put in sport mode. So hopefully you guys could hear the difference, because personally I can. Even though it is not typically a loud car, it does have a change in feeling when you do put it in sport mode. So now that I mentioned some things about the car that I liked, let me mention some things that I don't like so much. So first thing I didn't like when I got the car was the fact that when you're in really low speeds and the gas motor kicks in, the car kind of will kick in, and it would be a completely different feeling. It'll be kind of weird. You can't panic, you can't get in an accident, because it really is weird if you're going at really low speeds and you're in fully electric and the gas motor kicks in. The car will kind of jump out of nowhere, and it kind of takes you by surprise, because you never know. You can panic if you're in traffic, you can get in an accident. So that's something to take care of. That's something to look out for. It's not really a bother to me right now, because I had the car in sport mode all the time. So the gas motor is already activated. The car is not gonna jump, do nothing like that. But anyways, if you guys do plan on getting a BMW, if you do have a BMW and you experience that, honestly, it just takes getting used to. If you have it in sport mode, that's not really a problem. And the other thing is that it only really happens at low speeds. You're not gonna be going fast, because when you're going fast, the gas motor is probably already activated. So it's not going to be a problem. Usually when you're going slow, you're in a neighborhood area, so it might happen there. Just something to look out for, just something to keep in the back of your head, and it just takes getting used to. Now, last thing I want to mention about the car is the fact that the seat is kind of a little bit lower than this plastic that they have. So getting in the car can prove kind of difficult if you don't know the right strategy to do it. So if you guys are BMW owners and you guys have this car, the easiest way to get in the car is to sit down on the plastic, and then you just slide in, and that's basically it. But anyway, the problem that I have with this is that I sit right here perfectly and I slide in fine, but when I slide in, my shoes will kick right here, and you guys have seen those little scratches. It's honestly not a big deal. I wipe these a lot all the time, and I also pay attention when I get in the car to not slide my shoes towards this, because it will scratch the plastic, and it might sometimes even scratch this part right here. As you guys can see, it's a little dirty, but a clean will be fine. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's basically my last thing that I don't like about the car. This car is perfect. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a subscription on my page. If there's any things that I failed to mention, feel free to leave a comment down below. Express how you guys feel about the car. Do you guys think it's nice? Do you guys hate some things about it? Things that you love? Anything you guys, any opinion that you guys have on the car, just leave them down below in the comments. Honestly, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.